Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm thankful today's Monday because I had a 2-year-old birthday party yesterday, and I'm tired. I'm beat. So, what do we have here? Oh, yeah. You guys all know here a while back I had some internet troubles, and I got kind of fed up with it, so I got another internet service. So I now have 2 internet services. Well, I was having internet troubles this morning, starting to get frustrated, and I said, wait a second, I have another internet. So I'm still on my second internet. I'll tell you, that insurance is nice. A good feeling. It really perked up my morning. So, hey, good morning, Tom, Robert, Paul, Michael, Julie, Brett, Joe, Steph. Hey, John over there. How you doing? Mr. John, Cape Coral. This week is going to be a crazy week. Wednesday, nothing but a lot of red dots on Wednesday. Good morning, Ricardo. We've got FOMC announcement here at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. There's no doubt this market is going to shake, rattle, and roll, maybe. I don't think the market's real happy right now. I think the market's pretty unhappy. And, when you take a look at things, and I'm all about following the trend, and right now the trend is down, opposed to over here where the trend is up. Let's take a look at the weekly chart here, and if we look at that weekly chart, there's just absolutely zero that I can find good about this chart as far as bullishness goes. Now, I think there's a lot of good bearishness out here. We can argue with the lows and everything, but let's just get to business here. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we could get down to 320, 290 down here. That's where I see some of the strongest support. There's no doubt at all that we're going to have some sort of a relief rally at some point. Is that going to be here? Is it going to be near that 200 period moving average? Let's see. Let's put a line. Let's see where we are right now. That's right there at the 200. So, because that's another little price action level that I see a little bounce here. So, to me, right now, well, not just right now, but it's been a bit here. The sellers have total control, and I know that we get, you get excited. Oh, hey, we have a morning star signal, and then we pop up, and oh, look, we're over the T line, we're over the trend indicator, and things like that. Maybe we challenge the 50 period moving average. Until there is an actual low, high, higher, low, higher, high made, this is risky business in here. It really is. Risky business. I mean, long trades can be had and good money can be made. I think those profit targets or any profit should be considered short-lived until this is established. And we don't have that here. All we have is a downtrend. In fact, all we have is the opposite of this when we take a look at this chart. So here we're rallying up, and here we came back down. See, that's where we look. Well, I mean, we get in earlier, but as far as the chart pattern goes, right here, makes that downtrend alive is what it does. And it started here. So you went from a low to a high to a higher low, and then down to that lower low. Went up to a failed high to a lower low. So the downtrend is still very much alive. We have to wait till that uptrend is made. So, I've said many times that I think most people like to trade long, and I still think by that. So there's a lot of things we can look at here. But first, I want to look at IYT. You know, what is it about the transports that would suggest any bullishness? We're sitting on the weekly 200 period moving average. Look at 197 and 177 down here, and then come over and look at price. I mean, this stuff is this is what all technical traders look at. This is what they see. Millions of people see this right here. So you have to think that that's where, you know, they're going to squeeze it to the downside until that happens. Unless something in the market just happens that's, right now, I would have to call darn near a miracle. So watch IYT. There's nothing bullishness there. SMH, try that again. SMH. Look at SMH. There's nothing bullishness about that. And look at that 150 area right in here. Now, I absolutely believe we'll get some relief rallies in here. Truly do. I don't think it's just going to go straight down. But if this is where we're headed, don't fight the trend. I mean, if we get a relief rally, take advantage of that relief rally. But until the relief rally puts in that low, that high, that higher low, higher high, we're still in a downtrend. So any relief rally, while it can be traded, we want to be looking, okay, maybe we better be out of the longs looking for shorts, profiting, and then let the short, signals come in there. So just something to think about that. Good morning, Sean. How are you? Yeah, I don't, $200 a barrel. I feel, I don't know. I read the chart. I can't make that stuff up that those folks do. Yeah, that's headlines. That $200 a barrel for oil. That's headlines. That's bold type. That's news. That creates ratings and, for talking heads. Yeah. I don't want to do that right now this morning. I don't have the energy to go off on a tangent there. So let's take a look at here's a few things. Look at ERY. And this is just a quick watch list. I was very slow on the watch list this morning. Take a look at ERY. Look at that low, that high, that higher low. Are we starting to make a higher high? Well, we're there. So this is the kind of reversal that we're looking for right here. Look at drip. Take a look at drip here. That's the kind of reversal we're looking for. Low, high, higher low, higher high. SPS, SPXS. A lot of these inverse like this were acting really, really good over the past few weeks. Look at that low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And right here, hey, the market is reversing, right? The market is changing directions. The market's bullish. We've hit a bottom. No, not true. Not true. We're still above that low right here. This chart is still very much in play, and this is just the sellers taking a bigger bite than what a buyer in here might like. And we've got the high, low. Here we're up to that new high again. The trend is there. The trend is there. So what we want to do is simply trade that trend. So we can just draw some lines on it. That's how I would draw this line right here. I would put a line right there. And now I would look for an opportunity to buy in here. JDSD, same thing. Look at that overall trend. Still quite bullish. What about this top? What about that top? All charts have tops unless you're going to trade all-time new highs. Right now, this is still trending. DXD, the inverse ETFs, they're killing it. Look at that. Low, high, higher low, higher high. All right, let's find something else in here. Netflix. Okay, Netflix is not... Netflix hasn't turned on the news this morning, evidently. They haven't. They don't know yet that the market is down. So, they're bucking the system here. I I don't think I'm going to be long Netflix today. But if the market was to turn around, this might be a nice trade. And if this is traded long, just remember that the 800-pound gorilla, it being the market, is sitting on top of it. So it can certainly trend up, but at some point it'll run out of air and just relax a little bit. This may be on its way to some, way up here, but it's going to be a little choppy as long as the market is moving down. Baba's looking like a short right through here. That trend, we broke the trend. Baba's still short right here. Let's see. Sean, you were looking at OILD. Thanks, because I don't really have a lot today. Yeah, look at OLID. Look at the low, the high, the higher low, the higher high. It's right there. I mean, this, and just because we have this, it doesn't mean it's a reversal. This is just what we look for. One of those signals that, hey, we may have that reversal in there. Downtrend has been broken. So obvious targets for me were going to be the 50, and then we'll worry about, well, right there would be a target 6 1/4. Let's see, Paul. Yeah, ENPH. Yeah, that's not it. ENPH. There we go. Yeah, the solars have been quite nice, Paul. They've been very good. The trend is still there. You just always want to keep in the back of your mind that 800-pound gorilla is sitting on you, and at some point there's going to be some profit taking. So you just want to watch that. But absolutely perfect. I mean, take a stock like this. Let's move this over a little bit. So a stock like this, and let's get a trend line here. And let me move it back over now, I guess. All right. So we're going to put a trend line right here. It looks like it's just underneath the 50 if that's what we're going to look at. Okay. All right, that's good enough. So a stock like this here, while it's working beautifully, making these highs, and then it breaks out, nice little pullback, excellent, great little pattern right here, absolutely great. The reality is this thing can pop up and then cave in, come all the way back here, and still be a bullish chart. In the meantime, a retail trader has just gutted their account. So it's still holding that trend. You may not like what this is doing, but that's what happens when that 800-pound gorilla starts to jump on your chest a little bit. So yes, just like that Netflix we looked at. Netflix is working nice. This is working nice. A lot of the solars are working nice. They're working nice until they're not. And the market can only take so much pain. And then the money that's in here, they start thinking, you know what? I'm going to roll my money up and put it in my pocket. And when that happens, that's where the retail trader gets clobbered if they're not, thinking about that 800-pound gorilla. Not everything is rosy here because of that 800-pound gorilla. But nice chart. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see here. What else? RWM. If you're into the Russell here, look at that chart. That's a beautiful chart. Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. That's got bullish chart all over it. And Paul, the same on your solar there. We can connect these lows, and look at that. We came right to the trend line, and look what happened. It was still bullish. See, from here to here, and then extend it, that makes it bullish. Even this drawback was actually still, a bullish chart. Not good for an entry, but for a trend, still a bullish chart. So we have to watch that. Have to be very careful. What else do we have in here? What time is it? We have a few minutes. Look at this yang here. Look at this. China bear. Look at that. Bears are in charge right now. Bears are in charge. So, does anyone have any charts to look at? My plan this morning is pretty much let the market wake up, yawn a little bit, get some coffee. Let's see what's going to happen here. Where are we at this morning? You know, we're still sitting here with a doji. I find it hard to believe that we're not going to get to 370. I felt it hard to believe Friday that we didn't get to 377.85 down here, right through there. I found that very hard to believe, but we didn't. So maybe today we do that, and then maybe we get a little bounce. Today will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days down, possible bounce. You can see T21, 23, 22 is very much in the oversold area, very much oversold in the oversold area, but just because it's oversold doesn't mean that it is time to buy. We want to wait for those buy signals in there, so watch that. Morning, Julie. BMY. Let's see what we've got here. BMY. BMY, I think I would be myself a little patient, perhaps. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I think I'd be a little patient. Well, no, yeah, here's how I would look at BMY. Over the 50 period moving average, I see a bullish possibility, and under the 200, I see a bearish possibility. A lot of noise right in here. Yeah, I agree. It looks short under the 50, but now I'm going to have to be a little more of the proof maybe would be underneath that 200, because if we take a look at this right now, it is kind of working for that long. The problem is it's running into a train wreck right now. So here's our train wreck. So what we need is that, you know, if we start seeing that climb below that 200, follow through today, I can see that as a short, and then this area right through here, train wreck, that would be a good stop area. So yeah, a little bit of patience, maybe a little bit of patience. I know it's kind of hard because if this thing starts to move, we want to jump in maybe, you know, real early. We just want to be careful that the market is not going to jump around. Wednesday's going to be very important. Here, let's take a look at T2123. Hourly chart, nowhere near bullish. Nowhere near. Not even remotely close. So with the market being down this morning, this is going to be down a little bit, so that we're even going to be a little more bearish on the T2123. So we need to see that move up. The hourly and 15 is the only 2 minute or 2 time frames I look at. I know the 15-minute looks up. This is not real time. This was how we ended Friday. Overall, we're down going into this morning. This will be down this morning as well. So, okay, maybe that's all I have this morning. I need to go eat some oatmeal or something. Another cup of coffee. Anyway, you guys take care. I'll be back here in about 20 minutes. Let's try to enjoy today and this week. Be cautious. Wednesday it'll be Wednesday. We'll see everybody in about 20 minutes. Take care. Thank you so much.